Young and the Restless spoilers reveal an Adam with a different personality, replacing Kyle's role. Maybe after all the emotional events, Kyle will lose his son and mother. It is predicted that Kyle will change his personality, bringing many surprises. No longer a sinister figure, Adam is finding a way to get along with Nick Newman and focusing on raising his son, Connor Newman. This is a remarkable turning point, but untold secrets and pressures from the past never allow him to truly be at peace. The audience can see that Adam is now facing more chaos in life than ever, and not long after, he finds himself in a relationship with Chelsea. This will certainly destroy his relationship with Sally Spectra, with whom he tried to build a future together. Victor Newman, whose father had been a source of inspiration but also a constant source of pressure, was urging Adam to return and take over Newman Media. Victor planned to use the cruel personality that Adam was trying to get rid of, signaling the possibility that Adam would return as a villain. Meanwhile, the main context of the story shifts to Jack and his new understanding of Victor through Kyle Abbott's recent actions. Faced with disregard and abandonment from Victor, Adam constantly resisted and sought acceptance. Different from Adam, Kyle, who was kicked out of Jabot and aligned with the enemy, is looking for a way to make Jack and Diane pay for their mistreatment. Kyle, with his destructive and non-compliant actions, increasingly resembles Adam in his early days, a dangerous and familiar pattern. The escalation of tension between Kyle and those around him causes him to slowly become the show's new bad boy, which raises the question of whether this version of Kyle can last. When Summer Newman threatens to take custody of her children, Kyle is determined not to let himself be crushed. He's ready to get worse, which could lead to a major fallout, one that could make Kyle rethink his life choices. Adam Newman is going through a period of profound transformation. Once a typical bad boy with plots and tricks, Adam now finds himself in a chaotic scene. He tried to let go of his old image to focus on being a father to Connor Newman and building a better relationship with Nick Newman. However, life is never easy for the characters on The Young and the Restless, and Adam is no exception. Adam's relationship with Sally Spectra is on the brink of collapse when he and Chelsea reunite for one unstoppable night. Despite Sally's loyalty and love for Adam, this betrayal could be a fatal blow to their relationship. Meanwhile, Victor Newman, his cold and ambitious father, is pushing Adam to return to Newman Media, and he seems willing to exploit Adam's ruthless personality to serve his purposes. Meanwhile, the power struggle in the Newman family is taking on a new dimension. Kyle Abbott, considered a valuable successor to Jabot, was suddenly pushed out of that position and turned away by the world. With Kyle's situation gradually becoming similar to Adam's, he begins to commit acts of vandalism and disobeying the rules, signaling an internal struggle and the beginning of his journey to becoming a better man. A new bad boy. Kyle is facing enormous pressure when Summer Newman threatens to take custody of their children. This makes Kyle even more determined not to let himself be crushed by his enemies and those who once looked down on him. While it seems like Kyle is following in Adam's footsteps, whether he can endure this burden for long is still a big question. The relationship between Jack and Diane is also in a state of uncertainty as Kyle decides to take revenge. Tensions increase, and things could explode at any time. Kyle's actions not only affect himself but also those around him, including his loved ones. The Young and the Restless is not only a story about love relationships but also a profound look at the complexities of humanity and how the past, present, and future can intertwine together in a web of power, love, and betrayal. Adam and Kyle's decisions not only shape their futures but also affect the fates of those around them, from family members to business rivals. The question is whether they can learn from their mistakes and find the right path, or will they continue to be stuck in a spiral of personal plots and ambitions? Only time can tell. There will be some shocks and changes in store for Kyle in the future, so stay tuned with us to stay up to date with all the bad news going on.